Hello folks and welcome to part 8 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. Today is the day, boys and girls, where we are going to head down to the abandoned mineshaft that we found a couple of episodes ago. But before we do that, as you can see, we are starting things off in the village. There have been a few changes here in the village. I'm going to show you through the changes in the village, and also, whatever is this that's in my hands? I've got an enchanted fishing rod. In fact, it is a very cool enchanted fishing rod. It's about as good a fishing rod as you can get. I have mending on my rod. I have luck of the sea 3. I have lure 3, and I have unbreaking 3. However did I get such an amazing rod between these two episodes? It's pretty simple. I just crafted a really basic rod and started fishing behind my house. And then after a while, as well as getting a lot of fish, I got an enchanted rod. It wasn't this enchanted rod, but, you know, it was part of the way there. And then I carried on fishing with that one, and we got a little bit further. And over the course of probably 5 or 6 hours of me just being sat there fishing, remember AFK fishing, not a thing in Minecraft these days, but I was at my keyboard doing other things on my computer, like watching the TV or editing videos, playing Football Manager. And I was just fishing in the background and managed to get to the point where I had this incredible rod, and also got some other books and stuff as well. As the rod got better, the stuff that I was getting off the rod got better too, meaning that my enchantments on my gear, I'm still stuck with this stupid gold chest plate. As you can see, it's close to dying now. I won't be able to get a diamond one on, but I've now got some pretty decent trousers, my mending trousers. I've got my diamond boots as well. We've got some good enchantments on the sword. We've now got looting 3 on that sword, which is going to be really handy. We've got a very, very cool bow with power 5 infinity, unbreaking 3. We've got a pretty decent mending workhorse pickaxe as well. And we've just been able to upgrade a lot of our gear, which is going to be great for heading down into the mineshaft, where there's likely to be spiders. And that's one of the great things about this sword, because it's got Bane of the Arthropods on it, which is going to be good for attacking those spiders. The reason I started in the village, though, is because I have been working on the village, and we've got all of our little trading areas set up, labeled with what the trader has. So this one has a farmer in who has a carrot trade. If we go in and see what I mean, there you go. If we bring carrots here, we can get emeralds in return. And all of the villages that we currently have, we have 5 trading villages currently, set up in the same way. They have a label. So this is where my mending librarian is. And then behind their door, they have a little fence to keep them in their house. And we've got a load of these set up and labeled across the town. And then also over here. No, this is my fisherman. So there's a fisherman in there. And this is why I needed the label, so I can remember where everyone is. We've also got 2 that are set aside, save for villager breeder. I think this one is just too small a house for us to get the setup in that we've got in the other one. So we've got a couple that we're saving for a villager breeder. So a villager breeder is now a high priority. We want to get this entire village, every building in here is going to have a villager ready to trade with us with a variety of different trades. So I imagine a villager breeder, unless something comes up today, is likely to be priority 1 for the next episode. But priority 1 for this episode is taking all this shiny new gear that we've built up from fishing down into the mines again, down into the caves, and finding that abandoned mine shaft that we stumbled across a couple of episodes ago when we were doing some caving. And we are going to properly rummage through the abandoned mine shaft and see what we can find when we're down there, because now I've got the taste for loot from doing all this fishing. All I want is more loot. And in fact, on the topic of loot, the stuff that we've got on the rod and the existing armor isn't all we were able to get. We got a few more books. You can see we've got some pretty decent books that we got out of doing the fishing, so they're ready to apply once we've got the levels again. But we also got some cool bits and pieces in here. We've now got 6 name tags. We've got a bunch of saddles as well. So I guess now we've got name tags and saddles, we've probably got 2 things we need to do before we head down into the mines. Thing number 1 involves you. You need a name. So let's head over here. Wrong one, Kev. We need to be on here. So we need a name tag. Only one. One is fine. 1 name tag. And we are going to give him the name Colin. Those of you who watched my original YouTube series years ago will remember having a dog called Colin. Pretty important. So we now have Colin the dog. Colin the dog can't possibly live life all alone. We need a horse to go with him, and there are so many horses around here. and we haven't got one yet. I quite like the idea of the spotty horse who lives in the water. I think it's got to be this guy. Come here to me, horse. What's your name going to be? Can we jump aboard? Come on. No? Come on, let's try again. I've got a saddle ready and waiting for you and a name tag. Surely you want a saddle and a name, don't you, Mr. Horse? Are we doing this? Come on, one more. You've gotta want this. We need a new Sir Anthony the horse. Are we there? Have we done it? No? Why is this taking so long? Come on. We've been on you ages now. This must be long enough. Can I get off? I managed to get off. And now we can get back on again. Well, you're not throwing me off. Why are you not becoming my friend? There we go. So we can now pop a saddle on him. And we have a new Sir Anthony. Of course, I've picked the horse that's the wrong side of the water. But fingers crossed we can get him over here. And we probably need somewhere to keep him, or else he's just going to wander off. But now, stay there. I need to get you a name tag. Name tag, very important. I've already got them in my inventory. Oh, name tag. Don't run away, Sir Anthony. Name tag. Sir Anthony. The horse. Where has he gone? Where's he gone? Sir Anthony! Excellent work. Oh, he's quite quick as well. Sir Anthony the horse. Beautiful stuff. For now, we've got a job to do today. For now, you can live with the sheep. Think you can cope with being in there? I know they're noisy. You'll be fine. We'll build you a barn soon. It's on my priority list. He is not going to like being in there with all those noisy sheep. Right. If we're heading down into the mine shaft, one thing we don't need to be taking down there is my super duper rod, because the last thing we want to do is risk losing that. So that we're going to leave that here. We don't need a hoe. Everything else. But we don't need shears. That should all be fine. We don't need the name tags either. So name tags can go back in here. And now we are finally going to head out on today's adventure. Sun's going down. That doesn't really matter because we can just dive down these holes anyway. Is this the right hole? This looks like the right hole. Right. From what I remember, we just need to go right to the bottom in here. And once we get to the bottom, that's where the mine shaft is, I think. So how did we get down to the bottom? How is there parts of this that aren't lit up? Ah! Oh, that made me jump. You would have seen me jumping on the screen there. Oh, that's why I don't have a face cam on. But you probably saw that as I was like, oh, I didn't expect to see him. Oh, that was terrifying. I'm not ready to be down in a mine shaft, clearly. I'm scared from a little zombie. How is so much of this not lit up? We were literally down here the other day. We should probably block this off. We were down here the other day and I thought I lit everything up. Tell me this hasn't regenerated somehow. Is that a thing? We're using so many torches. We're going to take some of this coal down with us. Because I'm going to be making more torches when I'm down there, it seems. Which wasn't ever part of the original plan. But let's grab some coal. I will find my way down to the mine shaft. Then when we get there, I'll meet you there. That's probably going to be the best way. Rather than me just wandering around aimlessly now. Oh, we've got plenty of coal to take down with us. This is handy. I noticed there was some iron over there as well, so I'll probably grab that to take with us. And at least now we can make plenty of torches. There's a skeleton above me, isn't there? He's going to drop down here in a minute and scare the niblets out of me. Where is he? I mean, I heard him. 44 pieces of coal. That will do for now. There's definitely a skeleton around. But we'll meet you at the bottom because I'm going to grab some of this iron that's around here too. There we go. We only had to come a little bit further. That's where I was streaking before. Just take these bits of iron that somehow I've missed 3 times as I've gone past them. But we'll take these. And then just around this corner, we have the mine shaft. So job number 1, get the mine shaft lit up because mine shafts, dangerous places. I think we're probably geared up enough to be relatively comfortable down here. I'm not anticipating dying today. But then who goes into a mineshaft anticipating dying? What have we got here? Is this already... I thought we already had a spawner right there, which would have been awesome. But no, it's just a load of mud and cobwebs that's in the way. I don't think there's a spawner here. In fact, no, this is part of the mineshaft. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Right. We need to... Straight away, we've got a chest. Name tag. See, that would have been even more exciting if we hadn't have already found a name. One of those. My words have escaped me. Pumpkin seeds. We have pumpkin seeds. We have melon seeds. We don't actually have any melon at the moment, so melon seeds are quite handy. We're going to take the rail as well. We want to come out of here with lots of rail. We also want diamonds. What level are we at? We are at... see, we're still at Y35, so we're not going to find diamonds necessarily at this level. Or we're definitely not going to find them at this level. We need to go deeper for diamonds, but I think we'll end up deeper. I'm sure it goes down further than this. We don't have any silk touch yet to be able to take cobwebs. I mean, I guess the string would be useful. It would be more useful if we didn't already have an infinity bow, but what we are going to do is take all of the ores that we've got down here, because we are certainly still early enough in this game that we want ores. Apart from those ones, they're useless. Shall I put the torches in my offhand? That would probably make things an awful lot simpler. Right, back up this way. Need to... Am I going to avoid getting really lost in here? Let's take all these rails. Oh, we were going to fall down a big hole there. Right. This looks like a dead end, but there's more through there. We're not going to start cutting through walls just yet. We need a bit more light here. Right, we've not been that way. I think we've been down there, so we may as well do this last part of this little cross section. I do always get hopelessly lost. So if you've got tips, what? There's been an Enderman down here. It's the only explanation for a grass block just randomly being there. You have tips for how to not get lost when doing mine shafts. I'm all ears. I know you're supposed to put the torches on one wall. That's always a good way to do it. Right, where's that skeleton? Which direction is he? I hear him, but I don't see him. This has been all too safe so far. I feel like when the game gets me, it's going to get me good in a minute. Are we safe to carry on picking this stuff up? Is he round this corner? No, we'll just pop a torch over here. And then we're going to come back. We're going to grab this rail line because we want rail line. We don't want to do it with our sword, though. Is he down there? He must be around here somewhere. In the meantime, we'll just keep taking all this coal. We're definitely going to need to make some more torches sooner rather than later. You're going to see me jump and scream again in a minute. He's down here. There he is. Not even facing the right way. Come here. There we go. You're no match for my beautiful sword. May as well carry on down this one while we're heading down this way. So there's another skeleton around. That's certainly not the only one. We'll collect some of this wood together in a little bit when we need to make more torches. We're down to 20 torches now, but the more lit up we get this, the better. Do we want to go up that way yet? Right. We've done all those bits. We've done those two bits. So we are going to jump up on here, but I don't think we can get up there without making a little bit of space. There's some iron here, which is always handy. Right, coal as well. It's probably a decent spot to grab some material for the torches that we're going to need to make as well. While we're relatively safe with a solid wall behind us, we can at least see what's coming. Plus we'll grab up all of this coal as well. We could probably even craft the torches while we're here. We might not get a spot as safe as this again for a little while. So let's make a crafting table. We'll pop it there. And give me sticks. All of the sticks that you can make. I hear you, Mr. Skeleton. Please don't attack me while I'm doing this. That would be incredibly unsporting. But there we go. Loads more of those. Stick them all into my offhand. We've got plenty of torches for a little while. We'll take this with us because there's no chance I'm finding my way back to here. You've already seen how easy it is for me to get lost in here because I am a mineshaft buffoon of the highest order. But we will take all this iron because iron is always useful. See, there's a whole load of coal there as well. We've not been up here yet. This is how you get lost, Cave. You get distracted. Right. So that's one of those that drops down. Again, this should be a relatively safe area, especially if we just stick another block in there, because unless something's coming up from below us, we're not going to get got here. I have got the potential to fall down a hole though. Right, collect up all of this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the rail lines yet, other than the fact that there is a long-term plan to give us a quicker way to get from the base to the village. I know they're pretty close to each other as it is, but I would like to be able to just jump in a train and go over there. I like trains. Trains are fun. But we will continue to grab all of this coal. We probably need to make some coal blocks to start saving some inventory space, because I imagine we're getting pretty close to a full inventory already. And we've only scratched the surface on this because there's a cobweb there. No, that's where we were before. There's that block from the Enderman. So we've already done that bit down there. The other good thing about the coal is it's healing up my my mending pickaxe as well. So we may as well just drop down here. Okay. So nothing that way. We've not found any really, really cool loot yet, but I do feel like I say, we're only scratching the surface on this. Take this. Give me more of this. We want all the coal. Thank you very much. Coal, really useful. Because, you know, fire. Fire's useful. If the Jungle Book taught me anything, it's how important fire is. So you didn't think you'd get a Jungle Book reference today, did you? You're never safe from it. Right. This passageway is coming up. Right, so we've done this bit. We didn't take this coal for some reason, but we'll take it now. That's for sure. And we'll come this way and we'll keep taking up these lines. I can definitely hear a really close by skeleton. Whoa, creeper behind us. Oh, we are lucky we've got some good armor, because that took half of my health, even with the good armor. I did not react quickly enough to that. He must have dropped down from above. He did drop down from above. Oh, that's uncalled for. Right. Have we regrouped? We need beef. If in doubt, eat. I need my comfort food. Oh, that was horrible. That could have been that right there for the golden chest plate. There's lava the other side of here, I think. I'm really worried about going back under there now. We will go up there shortly. I'm sure we'll find a way up. But for now, I want to do everything on this level. Really, I want to be going deeper. I want diamonds. All the good loot's likely to be lower, not up there. Right, that's where we just were. Okay, how do we get lower? I might just dig through the floor in a minute. I know this is going to go down deeper than this. There's not a chance this mine shaft just stops here. We've been down here. There's so many skeletons around. Unless it's just the one skeleton following us around. Right. Here we go. We haven't done this yet because it's still got all the rail line on. And I think we go down under there. And there'll be more of it. But we'll take all the train line for now. We haven't seen a spawner or anything yet. Right, come on, we've got to go lower. That's where we came in. So this is actually where we came. We've come back. We've done a massive loop all the way back round to the start. Right. Let's see. Is there anything under here? Can we get down to the next level? See, there's not. I wonder if this is just the small... I even said this is a big one. It's not. This is going to be the smallest mine shaft I've ever been in. Unless I'm just missing... We haven't even found the the center point of it yet, because mine shafts are they all kind of converge around a big dirt room, and we haven't found the big dirt room yet. So we are only scratching the surface. This has collapsed at some point, and there's a zombie the other side of that, so we can deal with him thusly. Should really use the bow a bit more often. I guess we're going through here. That is a big pile of gravel. Did I cause that to collapse? There's the dirt room. Okay, so we've found the dirt room now. So this is the center of the mine shaft, which has lava in it. And so that's the section we've already been in. And then we've got like 3 more branches that come off this. I don't think that's mine shaft up there, but that definitely is down there. Let's deal with this water and lava. So we've got lava this way. Yeah, there's loads more mine shaft here. This is more like it. This is what I was expecting. Block that off. We can. And then if we can also block, this one's going to be a little bit harder to block because we can't get as near to it unless we build a little route over. And that should deal with that as well. Right. I'm going to continue exploring this, but rather than chatting at you all the way through, I think what we might do, people have suggested, Kev, why don't you time lapse? So I'm going to experiment with doing a time lapse of me exploring the rest of this. If anything really exciting comes up, obviously I'll show you it. But for now, time lapse ahoy. Okay, so this is cool. We've got a geode right in the middle of the mine shaft, which is just awesome. Now, I mean, this train line going through the middle of this amethyst geode, which is brilliant. It's just there. I mean, it's only like half, because of the fact that it's been cut off by the mine shaft, but all the same, we've got lava coming through it as well. That's going down to a lower level. That, I mean, it's not the loot we were hoping for yet, but it's still very cool. Well, I've kind of gone off the mine shaft a little bit because of all the caves that are attached to it. But what I have found is my own strip mines, which it looks like I've just come through and decided, yeah, don't like the look of that. Don't want to go any further. But I think if we go all the way down here, remembering that that's how we get back into where we just were, I think what we shall find, unless this is secretly a multiplayer server and I hadn't realized, which I'm pretty sure that's not the case. This was a long strip. This is why I gave up on branch mining, because it took so long. Somewhere along here we will find a smash through there. Ta-da! Probably have a sleep while we're down here. Oh, we can't. I mean, we could probably be brave enough to break through that wall now. That feels like a job for a future episode, though. Let's head back where we were. Get back into the mine shaft exploration. I still haven't found any spawners, which is really disappointing. I was hoping we were going to find some kind of spawner that we could set up some kind of XP farm on, but no such luck so far. I think I've done most of the mine shaft, which is why we kind of went off and started exploring the nearby caves as well. The exciting thing is there is a lot underneath the base. We've got the geode down there. We've got the mine shaft. We've got all of these enormous cave structures, absolutely chock full of ore. And of course, we now know we're down at diamond level because that's where I put the branch mines. So anytime now, we could potentially stumble across some diamond as well, which would be very welcome. But I'll jump back into one final time lapse while we try and get back on course with exploring the mine shaft. I can't even remember which direction it was now. We might have to go back out and come back in again to figure out where we've come from. I think we just dropped down somewhere at one point, so we'll probably find it by hello creeper. Probably need to deal with you. Deal with you quickly so you don't explode on me. That was a little bit too close for comfort. There's so much of this. So much. I know we've got an enderman down here as well, which I could probably do without an enderman encounter right now. Let's jump back into the last time lapse while we do the last bit of exploring, and I will meet you probably, unless we find something incredible, back at the top to show you all the goodies that we've managed to accumulate on this trip. Well, folks, we have made it back to the little central area again. We're not even close to scratching the surface on this, I don't think. There's still loads of unexplored areas all around this. We've only been off in 2 directions so far. There's still lots more of this to do, but in the interests of keeping this to a reasonable length video, I think I'm going to do the rest of it off camera. If I find anything really, really spectacular, I'll let you know about it in the next episode. But to give you an idea of everything we've found, this is just stuff we've found down here. So we've got a stack of iron smelting there at the moment to go with the 2.5 stacks we've already got here as well. We've probably got 7 or 8 stacks of coal. We've had a run in with an enderman. So we've got a couple of ender pearls. We found an emerald. We found some seeds we didn't have before. We've got some beetroot and some melon seeds now. 3.5 stacks of railway lines. Where is that zombie? I can hear him. He's around somewhere. Obviously the amethyst. We found an enchanted bow. Some chains. There's lots of stuff, and he is so close, but I cannot see him at all. But I am going to carry on going through this cave system and this mine shaft off camera. It's going to be completely lit up and cleared out by the time we get to the next episode, and everything will have been moved back upstairs into the storage room as well, so you'll be able to see just how we're getting on. And there's also a chance we might have finally got rid of the curse of binding chestplate from episode 1 as well, because one more encounter with a creeper, and I think that's probably done. So that's what we've got to hope for. Where is that zombie? Come and hit me in the chest. He's hiding now. But if you have enjoyed this, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on it for me, and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new, and turn your notifications on. As I've mentioned a few times, the best way to support the series and make sure I do more is to like it, share it, subscribe. I'm doing it 3 or 4 times a week at the moment. I'd love to be able to commit to doing these a little bit more often. But in order to do that, I do need to make sure that I'm not taking food off my children's table. So, you know, got to make sure the support is there for it. There's a creeper there. So we're going to deal with him very quickly. Why is my bow not firing? Have I put my arrows down? I have no arrows. That's careless. Who puts all their arrows away? Where are my arrows? I'm literally using an infinity bow. How has it come to pass that I have no arrows when I've been using the bow all along? I don't understand. Maybe if you subscribe and leave a thumbs up, I'll get a little bit closer to understanding. Thanks very much for watching, folks.